Hello everybody and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in Milwaukee again. Poor Brewers still looking for their first win of the year. Looks like I didn't pay attention. I guess I'm probably recording this kind of close to when this game is supposed to happen. Looks like it's an afternoon game. It's 3:35 as I sit here right at the moment. Brewers' defensive lineup looks to be what you would expect. Take a look at Miller Park, which is really what that stadium should have always been named. They have their Zap starting today. He does throw a knuckleball, I remember that. I'm guessing his numbers are coming from one outing against us in the first series when we were at our park. Kester at the plate. Looks at a knuckleball that goes too high. That knuckleball catches the zone. Behind on a fastball. And then a curve in the dirt. 2-2 the count. There's a called strike 3. Marvin at the plate now, batting right-handed. Hitting .219, which is still better than he started off last season. If it is down a fair amount, I think he started yesterday at .250, if I remember right. He strikes out on 3 pitches, brings Chief to the plate. He's threatening to drop out of the 300s. I don't know if he's done that in his whole career. So he promptly takes one deep in the right center gap, and it does clear the wall. A 380-foot shot for his second home run of the year. The first came yesterday. And gives the Squirrels the early 1-0 lead. Terry at the plate now. Watches that fastball come too far inside. And that one too far outside. This one's inside again, 3-0. Swings 3-0, comes up empty. There's the walk. Terry goes down to first. Frank comes to the plate. Frank has still hit safely in every game so far this season. Had a home run yesterday. Has an 0-2 count at the moment. And looks at strike 3. That'll end the top of the first. But not before the Squirrels can strike first with a home run in the gap. Tony Gwynn Jr. is going to lead things off for the Brewers. Squirrels with their normal defensive lineup. Stitch is going to start this game. Gwynn looks at a changeup that goes down and out. And then a fastball right down the middle makes it 1-1. There's a ground ball. Kester's able to glove it and throw it over. 1 down. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate, still hitting sub 100. Looks at a ball. That changeup catches the zone. 1-1. And that fastball too low makes it 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And that slider fouled away. Try it again. And that fastball down and in. Full count. 1 out. Nobody on base. Looks at a curveball for strike 3. Aramis Ramirez at the plate now. He is also hit safely in every game so far this season. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Pops this one up. Tom standing by the umpire, and that will finish the first inning. 1-0 Squirrels lead as we go in the second. Tom due up to lead off the inning. Tom looks at a high fastball. That one right down the middle. Tom lets it go by. 1-1. And this one in the dirt. So Zap definitely changing levels here. As that one goes inside. This one catches the corner. Full count. And this hit up the middle. Tom rips a single to lead off the inning. Zach will take a stab at things here. And he starts off with a knuckleball out of the zone. Grounds this one to second. Cedeno to Hall. Back to Nitro in plenty of time. Double play. Base is now empty with 2 outs. Joey at the plate to try to keep the inning going. And he will do so with a hit into left center. Stitch at the plate. Has not gotten a hit yet this year. Although this should only be his second game. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. And fouled away, still 0-2. Called strike 3, that'll end the top of the second. Still a 1-0 lead by the Squirrels. Ryan Braun will lead things off for the Brewers in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch is called a strike. Braun gets a hold of this one. Did he get all of it? He did. His second home run of the season, a 413-foot shot, and that will tie the ball game at 1. Home run to not maybe quite dead center, but about as close to dead as you can be. To very sick center. Bill Hall at the plate now. Brewers with a new lease on life here. Take strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. Brewers doing some business here. Brings Nitro to the plate. He's going to swing and miss at the first pitch. Hits this one. Kester should have a play, and he does. That'll bring Mercado to the plate. Only 1 out. Runner still on first. Grounds this one to second. Kester tags out. Hall throws over to first, and that'll complete the double play to end the inning. But we are now tied 1 apiece. Kester due up to lead off for the Squirrels in the top of the third. Kester, one of 4 strikeout victims, the first time through the order for Zap. Starts this at bat off with a ball in the dirt, and then a swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Kester fouls this one away towards the first base dugout. Grounds this one to second. Cedeno takes care of it. 1 down. Marvin struck out in his first at bat. Looks at a strike. And this one inside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And this one just off the plate. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chief homered in his last at bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. And lets that knuckleball go outside of the zone. This one apparently catches a corner, 1-2. Ground ball to Nitro. He picks it up, steps on the base, and that will end the top of the third. 1 apiece as we go to the bottom half of the inning. Van Hecken to lead things off for the Brewers. Van Hecken hitting 38 right now. As good as he has been behind the plate, because I know he's cut down every runner that he's seen, at least against us. I don't know if 38's enough to justify your place in the lineup when you've got Jason Kendall on your bench. Has a 1-2 count in this at-bat. And a called strike 3. That's not going to help matters. Zap at the plate. Has not gotten a hit this year. Looks at strike 1. And that one out of the zone. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And that one goes outside. 2-2. That pitch fouled away. We'll try things again. And Zap hits a soft liner towards second base. Kester comes over and makes the grab. 2 down. Only 2 strikeouts for Stitch first time through the Brewers order. Brings Tony Gwynn Jr. back to the plate. He's going to hit a soft liner towards third, which is a grab to end the inning. 1-1 as we go into the 4th. Terry due up for the Squirrels. Terry took a walk in his first at-bat and will take a strike in this at-bat. And then hits it up the middle, but not very hard. Bill Hall grabs it, but decides he doesn't have a play. I think he might have actually been able to throw out Terry, but instead he held the ball. That's going to go down as an infield hit. Frank at the plate pops this one up right in front of the plate. Van Hecken waiting on it, and he makes the play. Brings Tom to the plate. He ripped a single in his first at-bat. Knuckleball comes inside. And a called strike on a curve. 1-1. Is that going to get through? It will. There's another base hit for Tom. Terry's going to take off for third. And he does make it there. I was a little hesitant when he took off, but he made it work. That's going to put runners on the corners with only 1 out. Zach at the plate. And he gets a base hit up the middle. Here comes Terry in to score. Tom nearly gets thrown out at second, but he does barely make it there. I think he and Terry both waited to make sure it made it past the pitcher, but almost cost us dearly. Brings Joey to the plate. He has an 0-2 count. Zap's starting to wipe his brow already. Joey strikes out. That'll bring Stitch back to the plate. 2 outs, runners on first and second. First pitch called a strike. That pitch comes inside. And that should be Stitch's first hit of the year, and it's going to be an RBI single. 3-1 Squirrels, and Zap is going to exit the game. We're going to see Bobby Say now. All right, Kester at the plate, 0 for 2. 2 runners on, 2 outs. First pitch from Say is down and out. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. And that pitch inside as well. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2 down, 2 on. Base hit from Kester. Will this score another run? It looks like it will. And Zach crosses the plate to make it 4-1 Squirrels. Marvin at the plate now. Looks at strike 1. Still batting right-handed. Marvin is going to ground out to second, and the Brewers finally out of the inning. Not before the Squirrels complete 3 to take the 4-1 lead. Ronnie Cedeno due up in the bottom half of the 4th inning for Milwaukee. Stitch now pitching with a healthy lead. Throws strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And a soft liner towards first. Terry grabs it. 1 down. Ramirez fouled out in his first at-bat. First pitch fouled away. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Ryan Braun at the plate. Homered in his last at-bat for the only Brewers run so far today. Looks at a ball. Looks at another ball. Both have been low. Sitch winds and puts a curveball down and in. 3-0 the count. And nearly hits him. That's going to be a walk. So it looks like Sitch just did not want a part of Ryan Braun again. Apparently still stinging from that homer. And this one gets by Tom. Pitch didn't look that wild, honestly. But some kind of cross up there. Lets Braun go to second. Bill Hall now with a 1-1 count. As that curveball just goes outside, make it 2-1. Base hit for Hall. That's going to score Braun. So 4-2 Squirrels lead now. Nitro at the plate. 1 on, 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. High pop fly, but foul over the third base dugout. 0-2. Called strike 3. Not sure what Nitro was looking for, but apparently not a fastball down the middle. So we go into the 5th inning. Squirrels leading 4-2. And Chief due up for the Squirrels. He is homered and ground out today. Looks at a ball. That ball in the dirt. This one called a strike. 2-1. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. And there's going to be a base hit up the middle. Right to Gwynn, so it'll keep it at a single. Terry has walked and singled today. Chief takes off. He's likely going to be thrown out, and he is. Though that was supposed to be a hit and run. Terry did swing the bat, but came up empty, so there went that idea. 1-1 the count on Terry. Takes a strike. The low and outside part of the zone. Comes back with a swing that does get through the middle for a base hit. Not the hardest hit, but had just enough on it to get past Cedeno. Brings Frank to the plate. Still trying to extend his hitting streak, and I think he just did with a home run. He sure did. His second home run of the year, a 403-foot shot that definitely would not have been a home run in our park. That's going to make the game 6-2. As my voice cracks, I'm going to try that again. 6-2. Tom at the plate now, takes the ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Tom hits a hard one, but foul. Still 1-2. This should be a hit into left field, and it is. That'll bring Zach to the plate. He is ground into a double play and singled. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down now. Joey at the plate. He is singled and struck out. Looks at a strike. Fouls that pitch away over by the first base dugout. Fouls this one away a little bit farther down the line. And a swing and a miss. That'll end the top of the 5th. Halfway through the game, the Squirrels up 6-2. Mercado due up for the Brewers on the bottom half of the inning. Mercado takes the ball. That changeup must have been a little high, maybe a little inside. That changeup called a strike. Pops this one up. Kester drifts back a few steps and makes the play. Van Hecken down to hitting 37 now. Struck out in his first at-bat. Takes a strike to open this at-bat. This pitch just inside. Pops this one up to third. Chief waiting and makes the play. Have to wonder, Van Hecken is definitely major league behind the plate, but can he hit enough to stay in the lineup? Brewers stuck with him all last year. Well, imagine it's got to improve this year if he's going to. Bobby Say is going to somewhat surprisingly hit for himself. I don't know if the Brewers want to waste that many more arms in this game, but he's only going to get another batter or two before he's totally gassed. And seems to be throwing away a chance to try to keep the inning alive. Has a 2-2 count. And there's... Nope, that's actually fouled as well. Still 2-2. This one is not badly placed, but Chief is able to pick it up and make the throw and end the 5th inning. We go into the 6th. Sitch will lead things off. Squirrels still leading 6-2. The Brewers are going to go ahead and change pitchers, so it makes their decision to let Say hit even more surprising. Kyle Snyder going to come in and pick things up from here. Brewers already in a 4-run hole. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch ground to third. Aramis Ramirez throws over. 1 down. Brings Kester to the plate. Got a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. And that pitch outside. This one popped up kind of behind second, shallow center. Bill Hall makes the play. 2 down, it's up to Marvin, whose average has dropped to 200, though now he gets to bat left-handed, which definitely seems to be his stronger side. Has a 1-1 count. Ground towards third. Sort of ground, short hop. In any case, it's an out, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate. He has ground out twice today. Squirrels still leading 6-2 rather. Leading by 4. Gwynn pops out back to Stitch. That will bring Cedeno to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Called strike 2. Pops this one up towards third. Chief waiting and makes the play. Aramis Ramirez at the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Joey picks it up, throws it over, and that will end the bottom of the 6th inning. We go into the 7th. Chief due up for the Squirrels, where they lead by 4. Chief has in order homered, ground out, and singled. Looks at strike 1. Looks at a ball down and in. That one drops into left center for another single for Chief. Terry has walked and then had 2 singles so far today. Looks at a strike. And that pitch up and out. Pops this one up. It looks like Snyder's going to field it himself. One down. Frank homered in his last at bat. Looks at a strike. Hits this one into right field, but Mercado has a play. Throws back to first with it. Chief is back to the base. Tom, 3 for 3, all singles. Looks at a strike. That pitch seemed to get a little away from Snyder. This one back into the zone. Makes it 1-2. Called, strike 3. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. Squirrels still lead 6-2. We'll have Ryan Braun on the other side.
We have the bottom of the 7th inning. Indianapolis 6, the Brewers 2.
All right, go to the bottom of the 7th. So I finished getting the volume back where I want it on the computer. There we go. So we'll bring Johnston in here, and kind of a special case. The Phil Miyake are still both waiting for that first hit. Martinez is going to have to come in and catch. All right, Ryan Braun is homered and walked today. Johnston goes right at him with the high fastball. That sinker in the dirt, 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Grounds this one towards third. Chief has to wait on the hop. It's a long throw, and he's not going to be able to make it. Infield hit for Ryan Braun as he continues his excellent day. Bill Hall at the plate, takes a ball inside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. That pitch off the plate. Pops this one up. Chief should have a play on this one, and he does. Braun goes back to first. 1 on, 1 out. Nitro at the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Ooh, sorry, I had a big yawn there. 2-1 the count. Ground ball to third. Chief goes to second with it. No play at first. But that does give the Squirrels 2 outs for Mercado. So he'll look at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Called, strike 3. That'll bring us into the 8th inning. 6-2 Squirrels lead. Zach is due to lead off for the Squirrels. First pitch, called a strike. This pitch goes outside. That one out of the zone as well. 2-1 the count. There's a swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Ground ball to short. Hall grabs it, throws it over. 1 down. Joey at the plate. Struck out in his last 2 at-bats, but did start off the game with a single. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one right to Bill Hall at short. He gloves it. Brings Martinez to the plate. Batting 1,000 so far this year, although I am very sure that's 1 for 1. Grounds this one foul. Has a 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Van Hecken due up for the Dodgers in the bottom half of the inning. They still got a 4-run hole to dig out of. Van Hecken's average keeps going down another point every time he goes back without a hit. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2. Foul tip, he's out. Snyder going to hit for himself with 1 out. Looks at strike 1. That pitch too low. Soft liner to second. Kester grabs it. Gwynn at the plate. Pretty sure he is 0 for 3 today. His first pitch goes inside. Second pitch down and in. That's one called a strike. Makes it 2-1. Gwynn will be forced to swing now, though he doesn't hear, and he lets it go by for a ball. There's a walk. Puts a base runner on with 2 outs for Ronnie Cedeno. He takes a strike. As that pitch goes too high. This one gets away. And then throws it into center field. It's going to let the runner go all the way to third. Not a normal play by Martinez. 2-2 the count at the plate. Called strike 3. Johnston gets out of the mini jam. We're going to go into the 9th inning. Kester due up for the Squirrels. Still a 6-2 Squirrels lead. Kester flashes a bunt but pulls it back. Grounds this one foul. Grounds this one to Hall. He's going to throw over. 1 down. Marvin 0 for 4 today. His average is now officially below 200 as he looks at strike 1. This pitch inside. And ball too high. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Is this one going to get down? It will. Hit into right field. That'll bring Chief to the plate. He is 3 for 4 today with a pair of singles and a homer. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a ball. There's a called strike. Another called strike. 2-2 the count. There's a ground ball to second. This looks like it could be 2, and it is. That ends the top of the 9th inning. Ramos Ramirez due up for the Brewers. Probably the part of the order you want if you need to make up 4 runs. No need for Johnston to get a 3-inning save. Zap's available, but he's still pretty iffy. Let's throw Jones out there to try to mop this up. And we're going to put Sweeney in for defensive reasons. I don't expect to need an at-bat. Oh man, my body's just wearing down fast here. Hopefully Jones will make quick work of this bottom of the 9th before I fall asleep. Ramos Ramirez swings and misses. Don't think he's gotten a hit today, so his streak on the line here. And he goes down swinging. Ryan Braun is perfect today, 2 for 2 with a walk. Hits another deep one, but I think Frank might have it. He does. 2 down. He's 2 for 3 today. And Hall will take strike 1. This one just inside. And that curveball in the dirt. Fouled away. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the game. Your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 6, Milwaukee Brewers 2. Alright, take a look at a few highlights. I imagine, yeah, we'll see a lot of the home runs. Though, yeah, I don't think we're gonna see. We're gonna see Chiefs nor Franks. No, there's Franks. A real line drive shot. And don't get to see Chiefs though. His was probably the most impressive on the day. I don't know, maybe Bronze was. In any case, Squirrels win. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we will see you again tomorrow here in Milwaukee. See ya.